Howdy folks, Laxo here, and today we have finally gotten her. We have gotten Soy Phone. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna get the event here in just a couple hours, so that's gonna be fun. Also, I know I said I was going to make a quick video going over Disney and Thousand Year Blood arc, but this event came up quicker than I thought, so that's gonna be postponed just a little bit longer. And well, let's take a look here at Soy Phone. War Soul first. Attack of all attack specialty characters by 0.67, so that's probably going to be around 3-4%. Yeah, around 4 or 5%. And let's see. Talent is garbage because it is extreme challenge, so we don't need to worry about her talent. Good. Especially attack specialty. Unfortunately, I wanted this. I really wanted her to be Black Tortoise, but unfortunately, we got another tiger. Another tiger. So gonna have to work with it, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, so these are actually pretty high, but not as high as I thought. I was expecting this to be a little bit closer to 1,000 by now, but it's not. Anyways, let's check out her kit here, and this is looking ridiculous. Oh, by the way, core of dot independent. So independent is a no-no. She's very dependent. Anyways, deals damage to a single enemy if the target has any dot effects on them. Inflict 1 stack of bleeding on all enemies for 2 rounds. And here we have the dot effects: bleeding, burning, poisoned, bleeding at the enemy. Okay, so we know that. Rage skill. This is gonna be fun. Deals damage to all enemies and inflicts 2 stacks of bleeding on all targets for 2 rounds. Immediately after attacking, cast settle accounts on targets. What does settle accounts do? Let's check it out. Immediately activates the dot effects on a target. Wow, that is looking like let's see here. Who has activate dot effects? Ishin. Ishin has immediately activate dot effects. What else do we have? Dot effects and bleeding. Okay, cool. And what else do we got? After weapon awakens, the number of stacks of bleeding is increased to 3 stacks. And settle accounts is now activates 2 times. So what we're gonna have with this is with the weapon awakened, granted, but we're gonna have, okay, she rages, boom. Everybody gets 3 stacks of bleeding immediately, which is the most stacks of bleeding we get with 1 attack off in the game. And then boom, activate all the dots on, it says a target. A target. So I'm not sure if that is going to be a random target or the target you are aimed at, but it activates twice. So, I mean, let's just say you toss a couple, bleed, poison, burn teams or characters out there, you're probably going to immediately delete the character. That's what I'd assume. Because let's be honest, when bleed, burn, poison ticks, it does a ton of damage. So that's going to be a little busted. Let's see here. Increase attack. So we have another increase attack unit, which is also really good because, again, she's going to be based off of bleeding, so this is pretty good. All right. Passive. Travel Season Soy Phone has increased damage rate whenever Settle Accounts activates, which, by the way, is going to be twice per rage. Twice per rage. Whenever Settle Account activates, the attack, crit chance of the target are reduced by 3% for each stack of dot effects that was activated, lasting for 2 rounds. Okay, let's do some quick math here. We're looking at whenever a Settle Accounts activates, it immediately activates 3 stacks of bleed. Okay, 3 stacks. It does that twice. So we're looking at 6 stacks immediately. Again, this is just her using her rage once. Activates immediately 6 stacks. So we're looking at 6 times 3, 18. We're looking at reduced of the target. Okay, so it's only one character, it's looking like. Immediately has 18% attack and crit chance reduced, lasting for 2 rounds. At the same time, Soiphone's attack and crit chance and mastery skill proc chance are increased by 2% for 2 rounds. So we're looking at 2 times 6, we're looking at 12. 12% crit chance, 12% attack, and 12% chance of getting a mastery skill as soon as she uses her rage. If you have her weapon and at least 4 stars, we're looking at immediately 12%. Soiphone's attack crit chance attributes can be increased to a maximum of 30%. This effect cannot be dispelled, and it will not take effect in the assist stance. Okay, that was pretty much given. And increased damage rate by 8%. Okay, so damage rate isn't really too important. What we really want to focus on with her is going to be 1, attack, and 2, how many dots we can put on the enemy team before we activate her rage skill. So let's think about this here. The big dots are obviously going to be the bleed stacks, and of course she's going to have probably, if not the highest attack in the game, probably 2 or maybe 3, right behind like Muramasa in the highest attack in the game. So she's going to be getting the big dots off immediately. Okay, now let's look at poison. So we're looking at Xylaporo here. I think I have him. Okay, also Baragon is actually pretty good with poison as well. This might make Hallibell usable, but she is a she's a bird, so we don't want more than 2 birds on a team, which Nell is going to be a staple. We have to have Nell on there. We're looking at maybe Ashisogi Jizo. He could be on there. We're looking at Xylaporo again. He could be on there. But if we have one, we cannot have the other, unfortunately. For the burn, I guess we can go with here, who has really good burns? Yamamoto has decent burns. I feel like we have to have Okioda on this team because we're going to be pretty much tripling down on all the stacks of bleeding, burning, poison, and Okioda doubles that damage. So I feel like Okioda has to be on the team. Stark could be on the team. Xylaporo could be on the team. Nell has to be on the team. Maybe even Gin. Gin might be good on the team. Not the old school Gin, SSR Gin, because he applies two stacks, 2 dots. But nonetheless, this is looking ridiculous. I'm actually really curious to see. It looks like this character is going to be like a loopy and Ishin, like combined, like ridiculously strong version of both of them combined. So really excited. Honestly, let's take a look at her bonds really quick, because I was looking at those bonds and I was thinking 5-star minimum. This is a 5-star minimum character, because everybody should have her bonds maxed already. See that? Everybody should have all 3 of these characters. Well, maybe not Yoruichi. I don't know if people were as excited for Yoruichi as I was, so maybe they won't have Yoruichi at 7-star, but they should have everyone else at 7-star. And yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna immediately get her to 5-star. I'm going to maybe get her to 6 and 7-star. But yeah, also it looks like we only need 1 of her weapons. We don't need a bunch of her weapons, because that's only going to increase her rage skill damage. Rage skill damage is not dot damage. Dot damage is independent from rage skill damage. I mean, it all is calculated into the same number, but we're not going to increase the dot effects by getting her a gold weapon. We're only going to increase the base damage of her actual rage skill. And looking like her rage skill is probably going to be pretty casual damage, I'd assume. It's just going to be really, really heavy dependent upon dots. So I cannot wait. I'm going to get her to 5-star immediately. And then if I really, really like her, I will maybe get her to 6 or 7-star. Just to give it a shot, test it out. Maybe not 7, maybe just 6, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Again, in about an hour or two, we have the full event coming out, which I'm gonna be doing the polls for that. Then I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of arena tests for her, and yeah, again, cannot wait to get her going. So that's gonna wrap this one up, guys. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe as usual. I'd appreciate it. If you guys like to chit chat, feel free to join my Discord. Link will be in the description. And I'll catch you all here in a couple hours. Peace.